Oh god, are we live now? So, DiRT 2 is a bit flaky, as with a couple games, when you use OBS, so if you Alt-Tab, it goes into like 128 by 128 pixel mode. But when I tab back into the game, it should, in theory, be, like, not retarded. So check that now. If not, I'll have to kill the stream, and we're not allowed to have fun today, but I'm certain it'll work to some extent. Anyways, let's go check. See if it's broken. Is it destroyed? We shall see. I really can't tell, that's why I'm trying to fart on YouTube here. But anyway, I was bored, and there's nothing to do today. So I figured I would play through a bit of DiRT 2. I've had a save going for a while, and I've just been gently playing through the game. Pretty close to the X Games America event. Today I was planning to do just some rallycross and maybe the X Games America thing. So we'll see if this is actually working. Oh Jesus, it's not. Oh Jesus. Come on. Come on, OBS. Oh dear. So it's not gonna work for us, eh? Ha ha ha! That's fucking cool. Wow. Unbelievable. Can I do... Nope, that's not that. Well, this is a mess. As you can see, there are streaming issues. Hey, that changed something. Uh-oh. Oh dear. What the fuck? What in the fuck? I love technology. What's actually happening here? Now here's a question, if I'm in full screen, is that alright? No, that's even worse, dear God. What the hell? This is a disaster. I hope you are enjoying my struggles with this. Holy mother of God. This is complete anarchy trying to stream this game. I mean, like, we're kind of getting there, but we're kind of not. No, go full screen. There we go. it's like not recognizing that. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. First of all, it screwed up my hold screen, so we'll fix that. Yeah, it's the top left of the game. This is a special kind of fella I'm currently finding myself in. Okay, I think I've fixed this somehow. Hold on, we're making progress. Don't worry, boys. Have we... Oh, I think we've got it. Oh my god. What the fuck? I tabbed back into the game and it went mini. Holy shit, this is unbelievable. If you alt-tab, it puts it into windowed mode. What happens if I do that? What is actually happening? Okay. I fixed it somehow. Don't know what I did. Oh my god, I don't know what I did, but it works now, so we're just gonna leave it like this and play for a bit. Is that cool with you? Because that's how we're gonna roll right now. So again, this is Dirt 2. I've always enjoyed this game. I'm playing through career mode right now, and I figured I'd stream just because I'm kind of bored, and sometimes people want a place to hang out for a bit. I'm very close to the Rallycross career. Actually, I think I just unlocked it, or the Rallycross World Tour. So I will go hit that up, and then we'll probably do X Games. Thank you for suffering through the first 5 minutes of absolute pain. Hopefully the sound's okay. Yeah, the thing is, like, if I ever wanted to stream this game again, I'd like to know kind of what I did. Just for reference. Yeah, I played the shit out of this when it first came out, and the following summer after this game was released, me and my buddy Tyler would just sit on Xbox Live and just destroy people in this game. I believe there's a No Fear Gold car you can unlock, but I don't remember how. So we'll go with the Raven West car. So this is the Rallycross Championship on hardcore difficulty. So after you do like the main career events and X Games, eventually you'll unlock the ability to do like these little one-off championships for more XP. Because this game is basically built around the X Games, and when you beat the North American or the Los Angeles X Games, it's considered your finished career mode, and then you can just go and beat the rest of the events for completionist sake. So I'm actually playing this on Steam. It's not sold on Steam, or it's been delisted from Steam, but you can find, what's it called? You can find a key on like G2A for this, and they're relatively cheap. So I'm actually playing the Steam version of this. So this is the setup I've been messing with as of late. Super soft suspension, super high ride height, somewhat loose diff, full rearward brake bias, medium gearing. I don't think downforce Holy shit. Guess who has no wheel controls? Are you serious? It like killed all my wheel shit. What the fuck? This is a nightmare. Let's have some fun. This is the complete PC sim racing experience right here, boys. The sad part is I've done this like a bunch. And I generally remember what my settings are at. So, this is the worst thing in the world. This is like this. That's that. That's that. Also, here are your elite PC sim racer secrets. This is on, that's 0. Oh, and that hasn't changed. Okay. So wheel work. Sure. So, we will go... I think it needs to be a bit more sensitive, and I don't remember what it was, so I want to say I had it like here when I was playing last. Or this morning, rather. Anyway, we'll restart the race, but that should be cool. Game audio is crazy high, we can fix that.
That's what it's all about. Congratulations.
If I alt-tab, I'm scared of what will happen. So when we get into the next race, we will just turn everything down.
I got a whole bunch of liveries for you.
Do they get driving telemetry?
Hey, Swoop,
Tanner
this
Post.
is LA. You're gonna be on dirt and tarmac, so watch your transitions. Either you'll bite or you'll slide.
What's funny is my audio on my end is really low. Hold on. Let's risk it, boys. Let's all tab. I'm scared. I'm actually really scared. This might not go so well. Game audio is not that high. I will turn it down in like Windows though. Did that break everything? I'm so scared. I'm watching the stream on a delay right now. It didn't break. Cool.
43 is clearing to go.
Oh my god, what is happening? It's resetting my controls every time I alt-tab. I hate life. Let's do this shit again. I love PC gaming so much. It's a extreme struggle bus. Yeah, I really don't know what to do about the audio. I can't imagine it's that bad. Maybe we can, we can just make sure the audio, this shit's alright. So this is the power of PC Master Race. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. It's as low as it goes, boys. Yeah, if you alt-tab, it destroys the, it destroys your controller config. That's cool. Yeah, and I really don't mind this game's FFP. I mean, it takes some tweaking, right, to get the percents correct, but... Can we not? Hopefully the audio's not too bad now. We did cut it in half. Oh shit. Kinda got turned into the wall. Canada Faust in the lead again, which is to be expected. Very sexy pass there on the leader. A bit wide. Hot lap now. So what do we run this lap? As soon as we cross the line, let's go for a quick time. 1:15. All right. shit. Someone's bumper. This is the less technical of the two LA layouts in this game. In that corner. Good job, mate. Fuck. Oh, saved it again. Wow, I went slower. Okay. Audio's perfect. Nice. Sorry if you talked about it already, but what do you think of Dirt 2 as of now? Or Dirt Rally 2 as of now? I still haven't played it. Not that, like, I can't afford it, but I saw all the, like, the release publicity it got and all the bad things people were saying about it. Not about the FFB, but, like, the always online stuff, and I saw the DLC list and how the season pass is just content pulled from Dirt 1 and then recycled as bonus content for Dirt Rally 2, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm good. I can deal with missing out on this. Play this game, or was it Dirt 3 for 2 to 3 weeks? Fun game, but I prefer WRC physics. Yeah, that's one of those to each their own things. The WRC games by, I guess that would be Evolution. Or is WRC the Milestone games? Because there's two games that are technically WRC 3, right? There's the Milestone Rally games, and then there's the Evolution Studios games from like the mid 2000s.
I got a whole bunch of liveries for you.
You just unlocked some special stuff.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the summer sale next year. Yeah, I feel like Dirt Rally 2 is going to be one of those things where it's smarter to just hold off until all the content's released and they start selling the game on sale. Because then, by the time you buy it, you'll get like a not a feature complete game, but a content complete game. WRC 3 for Milestone. Yeah, the Milestone games actually I really liked. My only complaint about them was the stage design. There's like way too many switchbacks. Like, a lot of people don't realize that like WRC tracks are really not complicated. It's just country roads, right? And generally, like, at least when people make country roads, they're not designed to be challenging. They're just like almost, I don't want to say grid, but like they're designed so people can use them to commute to places. So that's what you're racing on. But I've always felt like Milestone's WRC tracks, not including Sebastian Loeb, because the Loeb tracks are pretty good, but the WRC series, it was just like needlessly complex, like hairpin after technical sector, and it just got boring for me. But the physics, I agree, though, are actually not too terrible. So, we're off to Japan now. Yeah, tracks were like 50% U-turns. Yeah, that's exactly my issue. Oh shit, wheels turn the wrong way. Yeah, anytime you level up, it does this like FFB animation to show that like you're a good boy. You may have forgotten about that. It's alright, we've handicapped ourselves. This is one of the greatest tracks Codemasters have ever designed. You go wide there, so go curly. It's kind of a shitty corner, but... Thank you. So Tanner Faustin can block in the lead. time on the leaders. Oh shit, you braked way too early for that. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm not really sorry. Slide job. And this track was so well liked they ended up recycling it for Dirt 3 as DLC. Oh, too early. My bad. Probably used too high of a gear there. Shit. Usually I get that, like, mid-air flick proper. But I was much better on it. Better at it with the controller. Fuck, we flew through that race. Playing with the wheel? Yes. There's my awesome mistake where the wheels turned. I think I've seen like some racing paddock do that off the grid. But yeah, I'm playing with a G29. I don't have like a handbrake, so I'm using the circle button as the handbrake. I thought this track's pretty cool with the rallycross track set up in the middle of Tokyo. Very similar to the same track from Grid, but with dirt jumps. Yeah, and that's normal in game development. Like you have basically what are called assets, so your cars, your tracks, your environment pieces. So they built this for the original Grid, or they built this downtown environment, and to save time on development, they just made a rallycross layout for Dirt 2, which, good on them. Smart use of resources. And it's a great track. It's so much fun.
That was a really nice win.
Yeah, this game is surprisingly realistic. I mean, I don't have dirt racing experience, and I might get some this year with some mini stock guys, so I'll be able to tell afterwards, but like, I don't really think that this game's too far off. Like, the similitists love shitting on Codemasters for like everything, but I mean, if I was able to show my wheel inputs, which I could probably get a program for that, because I know some dudes do have an overlay, but like, what I'm doing behind the wheel is not like unrealistic. So we're back in London now for what I presume is going to be a different layout of the same Battersea Park circuit, or maybe just reverse. Oh no, it's a slightly different layout. Off we go. Out of the way. Yep, slightly different layout. You can move. Faust in the lead again. Definitely different AI skills for each individual driver, which is kind of neat. That's how a lot of games do it. But it seems like we'll always be racing Tanner Faust in these. At least for the lead. Oh, almost clipped the wall there. That's close. Faust gets squirrely. I'm an idiot. slide job, maybe? Barely. Worked though. I do prefer the rallycross layouts in this game compared to Dirt 3, but Dirt 3 has a better car selection. Because you get both Group B and then modern rallycross, whereas this it's just like you had your base set of cars that are just used across the whole game. An onboard cam would help us visualize the wheel input. Yeah, I do have, like I have a custom cockpit cam in this game. You can get like a bulk camera editor that moves the seat for all cars. The only thing is the cockpit view is like a bit janky, and I can run it for the next race. I got Dirt Rally 2 at launch because I figured it'd be a combo of Dirt Rally 1 and 4, and I wanted to support Cody's for actually making a sim with a career mode too, in fact. Some of the issues with it, the nerds would swallow it if it were a Kunos SMS ISI game. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I mean, like it's one of the reasons I really don't mind not running PRC anymore, is because like the rules are different for different devs, and it's annoying.
Homecoming. LA's great. The track and people are a lot of fun, so let's do it.
Used to play Dirt 2 with a keyboard, nowadays I want to play it with a wheel. It is surprisingly good. I mean, depending on what your own personal tastes are. But like, I have fun with it. Okay, so I said I'm going to do cockpit DK. And you'll see what I mean about like the weird wheel movement. Actually, hold on, you can't see it. I'm sorry. It's just a bit too high. It's kind of crazy. Out of the way. Yeah, for me, cockpit view in this game was too far back, so I got a bulk XML editor and just changed like the seat position and the height and the pitch, and just applied it across all cars. Some cars have made things really good. Other cars like this, it's like slightly too high. And again, Tannerfos pulls out in the lead. And block hits the wall. That's not bad. Down to low gear. This is what I mean by the difficulty's really good on hardcore. Doesn't work. Pretty good battle going on with the AI here. And he opens the door. Hello. Fuck you. Okay, we probably need to pass him. Holy shit. That's not the breaking point. Hi. Oh shit. That's a bad bounce. No time. Clear? This race is absolutely crazy. Give me a shot back. God, it's just washing out on me. I think we're gonna make it. Fuck, yeah, it just does not like that. But that's the W and a perfect tournament. Get some nice XP from that. It's a shame the first Dirt game had kind of poop physics. The content in it is arguably the best of the first three. Yeah, no, I agree with that 100%. There was some sweet shit. Core trucks, raid, yeah. Ravenous has mentioned it. Some odd WRC cars like the 307 that ran for a season or two, I think. I like the detail where as you win the X Games, you get stickers that you put in the cockpit of your cars. Yeah, no, that, like, there's some little shit in this game that they did, like, incredibly well. What I did not like about Dirt 2 is the lack of randomness. Like, absolutely every place you drift is perfectly flat, never hit any rocks, and WRC 3 often fight with the wheel. Hey, that's, no, you're absolutely right about that. Like, you'll notice, and I'm gonna do the Trailblazer Challenge next. There's, like, rocks on the side of the road, or, like, pebbles, or just stuff like that, that are just visual. You don't actually, they don't affect the trajectory of your car. You ever hear that handling mod for Dirt 3? It was unfinished, but some people say it was close enough to RBR and other shenanigans like that. No! That sounds interesting. Unfortunately, it's never finished, but... The problem is, once you start tweaking, like, the, what's it called? Once you start tweaking the handling of the player car, you then have to scale the AI with it. That's what I'm not looking forward to with the Monster Jam stuff coming out. Hey, Ford RS 2000. Yeah, I think as you beat the World Tour events, you unlock like a special car. So Rallycross, you beat it, you get the RS 2000. Land Rush, you get the Mickey Thompson Toyota Stadium truck. Raid, I forget what you get. Trailblazer, you get the Dallenbach Special Pike Speed car, which is a lot of fun. And what level were we at? Okay. So I unlock X Games at level 24. We're level 23. I'm just going to do Trailblazer again because it's fun. So these are the cars I know the most about because this is what I'd spend the most time on in back on the Xbox 360 version of this game when it was popular. There's some crazy setup shit you can do in these cars. Not so much exploits, but just like things I've found over the years. If you raced online in the Pro Tour back in the day, the Dallenbach Special was actually the best car in the game. But that's because the Pro Tour events were run on the Pro handling model. But when you get to the All-Star handling model, aka the All-Star upgrades for your car, this car is actually kind of useless and it's more balanced between all the others. So, because I have a bunch of money and I hate life, we're gonna run with the slowsters. Car I don't think I've driven this at all in this game, at least on the PC. All liveries are unlocked. They're all kind of shit. I don't know what super dry is, but we'll go with the orange car. Hold on, who's got the quickest top speed? Let's answer that question. The Beamer. Great. You know what? We will go with the Beamer because Mud GT3. Lame. OGO's locked. I don't want to drive Dave Mirra's car because that's like weird. Skyjacker? Sure. Yes, Trailblazer was a ton of fun in this, which is why I'm doing it all over again. Drivability for this car, 3. What else we got? Yeah. So again, same shit as the Rallycross. 5 stages. You get points after each stage. Most points wins. This game's weird because you'd think with big fuck huge wings on these cars, you'd have to run a bunch of downforce in the setup, but I tested earlier today, and low downforce is the way to go. Way too much cool bro dude in this game. Yeah, but like they did a good job of it. Like the graphics, it's got its own unique art style going on. I could do without the driver voice, but you can turn them off in the options menu. You'll love the RGT cars in Dirt 2, arguably the highest skill ceiling with those. Yeah, and again, I'll have to wait to drive them because I really don't care to buy that game yet, but that piqued my interest. Because I think it's like the Porsche, the Aston Martin, the Camaro, and the Mustang. And like, that sounds interesting. But anyway, here's the setup I settled on for Trailblazer. Somewhat long gear ratio, somewhat low downforce, super stiff suspension, and then super or somewhat low ride height. Again, I tried doing high downforce with like soft springs and a high ride height, and it just wasn't cool. Again, edited cockpit camera view. Sit a bit higher, a bit closer forward. See what I mean? The hands like jitter and stuff. As the WRC3 guy said in the chat, you'll probably see me going like off-road into the grass and like nothing happens, and that's what he's talking about in this game. Oh, someone fucked up. So far. Uh-oh. Hate water in this game. That was close. So was that. Car sitting roughly GT's 30 speeds. Which on dirt is quite sketchy. And I have no grip due to almost no aero. Oh shit, does not like bumps. This is alright lap. Are you using the wheel? Yes, I am on a G29. I thought the overall presentation of this was great, where it looks like a tour book come to life and the music cuts to the hook when you enter a loading screen or finish a race. Yes. Yes, someone finally understands. I do agree that with the dude bro comments. But like, for the art style they were going for, it's really good. I don't have the music turned on because I don't want to deal with like copyright bullshit. But yeah, like once you go out to a loading screen, it'll go right to the chorus or the hook of the song. And just like the general being here and seeing everything like on a map and the way it's laid out, it's really like artsy game. Dirt 3 kind of did away with it all in favor of like triangles.
This is China. It's a whole new world.
I don't like the art style, but the post-processing is great. Yeah, this game's 10 years old. It looks amazing. Like, it really does. So I'm gonna run, because I actually like China, and it's kind of difficult, I'm gonna run a hood cam. Start in second, because this car has crazy amounts of torque. Uh-oh, uh-oh. We're good. There's another example of rocks that are on the side of the road, but you can just clip right through them. Uh-oh. Yeah, low ride height and the edge of the road. Not a good combination. Really doesn't like being over there. Technical part of the track inside this little village. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Shit. No, we're good. Pretty good run so far. You pointed the right way. Super stiff suspension and lack of downforce is really sketchy, but it is tangibly quicker, like 4 or 5 seconds in this. So you do just have to deal with it. And unlike other dirt rally games, there are actual cars on the course. So you can reel people in over the course of an event, which is really neat. Codemasters did a lot of cool stuff with the art in earlier dirt games, hence the first one's theme with red arrows in Helvetica. Feels like they're trying too hard to be inoffensive with Dirt Rally. No, I think they're just going after the SimDad crowd. So maybe inoffensive is the right word, but like, they just know that like the boomers hate like modern music and just anything that's fun. A genuinely fun game with no microtransaction bullshit. Is that Real Rally 3? I'll have to look at that after. I don't have a very good phone because I don't really care for phones. But I'll have to look up footage of it.
This is Morocco. The heat is intense and the track is loose. Good luck.
So this Morocco track, I think it's Ulina Descent is the name. This was in the demo of Dirt 2 on Xbox Live, so this is a track I knew before I even had the game. So I hope to put on a good lap here. Shift a second. To completely destroy people online here. Actually down on speed. That's a treat. Maybe I'll get it back through here as this is the wide open section of the part of the track. First wide open section. Yeah, just barely. Oh shit. Let's not deal with flipping the car right now. Threw my line off. Up the banking. Kind of a dirty cut. Very bad line through there. I apologize. Hi. They are putting on a really good run right now. Yep, made it all back on the final sector. Is this max difficulty? Yes, I believe so. It is hardcore mode. And it's, as you can see, it's really close. Like the Jade Taylor AI around a 250.9, she had a 251.1, so that's really not bad for max difficulty in this game. Going from 5th to 2nd, nope, no mechanical damage in this game. Nope, not at all. You could really fuck up the cars. Like there are like tire blowouts and stuff like that. But in terms of like tranny stuff, there's not. All right, race 4. Like I definitely know online when we'd run this back in the day, people would fuck up a stage and either roll the car or destroy shit, and they'd deal with a blown tire and have to lip it to the end. Although rallies online here were scored by points at the end of each stage, like a mini tournament, rather than overall time. So it wasn't the worst thing in the world. Motor would have flown off the hood like 3 times in the last 5 minutes. Yep. This will probably be the highest top speed we'll have all day. This part's downhill and wide open for the first minute of the session. The race, rather. I feel like this track is too easy to some extent, but that was kind of Dirt 2's aim, was to just be pretty. I promise I don't know how to drift. Oh shit. Uh-oh, uh-oh. No, we're good. Kind of took the entry to that. Someone fell off the cliff according to the map. It's pretty hectic. I think our last event is in China. Another guy wrecked. Uh-oh. No, wait, that was right. That was the right line. 250. Nice. No one is remastering racing games because of licensing stuff. Ah, you know what? I never thought of that. Damn, I can't buy this game anymore. Yeah, I talked about it earlier. You have to go get a key for it on like G2A, and it's usually pretty cheap because it's old and, let's be real, racing games aren't that popular, right? So it's usually people wanting to just dump it for like 10 bucks. The first time you total your car, Pastrana comes on and tells you your crash is going on YouTube. Yeah, that's about right. rather sell my soul than support G2A. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, it depends how badly you want a game and how badly you want it for cheap. I use it every now and then, but I want to pay full price. Actually, I think I got Monster Energy Supercross 2 that way. Yeah, we're back in China. BMW GT3 cars are the best off-road vehicles. Yeah, well, like, this whole class is based around... They had Pikes Peak Hill Climb and, like, another fictional track in Dirt 1. And I don't know if they just couldn't get the license for it or whatever, but they wanted to bring Hill Climb back. And this was kind of the compromise they settled on.
Welcome to China.
Or it could have been in the game's, like, overall design, because this whole game is centered around, like, you tour around as, like, this X Games thing. And you go to all these different locations, and it's, like, one cohesive thing, and you have a car, and you own it, and that sort of thing. How about Forza 7 on G2A, because fuck Microsoft. Lel. No PC Master Race Alt-Tab problems. Yeah, that was a rough way to start the stream. Anyway, last race of the championship. Uh-oh. We're good. God, it just loses all grip when you get sideways and washes out like a billion feet. I mean, I could put more downforce on, but then I go slower and that's no fun. Uh-oh. Nope. First crash of the night. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Give me 5,000 XP for being on two wheels for all of, like, a split second. Okay. Someone rack up here? Uh-oh. Hi. Fuck you. God, this is a terrible run right now. I forget what races are in the X Games tournament for North America. I know Land Rush is one, so it might be at Baja. Look at us shitting up the field with our third place performance. Pretty good corner there. Someone else right up in there? Hello. Losing even more time now. That's not good. But I think we locked up the championship, so it hurts my pride. That's all that matters. Uh-oh. Land it. Yeah, minor wheel damage. There we go. Keep going. Roll. There we go. We're good. Usually you can get lucky in games with the Ego engine. And I'm making XP for hitting things. But you can get lucky and sometimes a car will do a barrel roll and land on all fours. You'll see it, people post it in like the dirt Reddit all the time. But not like it matters because we finished the tournament anyway. Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker. We got some serious air on that shit. Can I watch? Yeah, you know what? Let's watch that. That's worth watching. Thank you, based function key. So here's our first fuck up. I just completely blew the breaking point, but the tree kind of saved it. And then this guy had wrecked, so... Oh, you know what? I was clear, and then he fucking pulled out in my line. But that's really not his fault. They're just AI. Yeah, the damage is pretty incredible on this game. Aside from that mistake, this really wasn't a terrible run. Oh my Jesus, this is not good. Yeah, I straightened out mid-corner. Oops. Where's our... Oh, it's gonna show a shitty angle. Nope. Or not. And that won us the championship. Not by much. Jade pulled it together. Accurate online driver simulation, correct. Alright, so off we go to the X Games now.
Amazing stuff, man. You just unlocked a cool new set of liveries.
You just unlocked some special stuff.
Ken Block sound thrilled to be reading that voice line. You've unlocked some special stuff.
Oh, wow, that's fantastic. You won the world tour.
Yeah, I won the world tour again. I did so this morning.
You've gone and done it. You've qualified for the big one.
Baja, Trailblazer, Rallycross. Hey, that sounds fun. Is it Baja short? I hope so. Yeah, difficulty hardcore. Do I just not have a Trailblazer car selected? I've never done one of these events. Let's go Chevy. I don't know what to be. That's a real truck. This is a fake truck. All these are fake. Let's be Zoo York. Edgy as fuck. Yep, this will be the first race I've run with a trophy truck on the PC. So, for those who don't know how the X Games sessions work in these, in Dirt 2, it's basically just a 3-race championship across 3 different disciplines. So you run one race in the trophy truck shit, we'll go back to Trailblazer, and then we'll do Rallycross final. So this, I believe, is the long Ensenada track. And yeah, you have to finish in the top 4 here. This is the long Ensenada track, but there's like a very dirty line you can take, which I'm definitely going to make use of. And this made this track awesome for racing online. But in short, the corners are like super banked.
Welcome to Baja, California.
You can't really see it from the,
It's clicking, and sand seems to get
what's it called,
everywhere.
the trackside shot here. But when we get going, it'll all make sense. It's like progressive banking on a NASCAR track. It's wild. You know what? I'm going to run the Trailblazer setup. Wait, hold on. That makes sense. Yeah, that game had the online pass, Dirt 3. Hello. shit, that's kind of nuts. So yeah, you just rail the top here. Tell you what, this setup actually handles really good. Yeah, the AI doesn't take the high line, so you can get tons of speed railing the corners. High. Okay, let me have my lane. Thank you. A little bit of run off the corner. Uh-oh. This type of racing, for some of the European guys watching, it is real, by the way. Not just in like the Score Baja 1000 stuff, but short course off-road trucks. I think iRacing just announced they'd be adding some. This guy's putting up pretty good pace. Lap the onboard. Oh wow, onboard's pretty good here. Trucks are pretty talentless to drive in this game. You hold it more or less wide open. Pretty uneventful, aside from the opening lap chaos, but that's expected. And that's the Land Rush event out of the way. Yeah, trucks and buggies don't race in the same class, but this general like short course off-road format thing, it is a real thing. The bank is fucking wild. Yeah, it's like 40 degrees of banking. It made for some really good online racing though, because if there was a wreck in front of you, you just go around it. And it kind of took a bit of skill, because if you went too high, the truck would bottom out and shoot you into the fence. So we're now back at Cane Creek in Utah for a one-off Trailblazer round. You were going so fucking fast on those banks. Yeah, you can just rail them and hold it wide open, and it sticks. I'm not sure if that was a design decision, or just that's how they built the track and it was an unintended consequence.
I feel great there.
So now we load the Trailblazer set again. Yeah, I'll leave it as is. I guess we'll run this in. We'll do over really quick. Wow. Our first DNF of the evening. Apparently hitting a post, even if the sign gets knocked over, is enough for a TKO. Try it again. Did that thing where it washed out on me. Much better run right now. One of the AI guys are up. This game is weird. Well, the computer opponents will chatter to you like it's Xbox Live. They'll like shit talk each other during the race. I don't really know why. Although I do know in some series there is a party channel for drivers, so it's not completely inaccurate, it's just kind of lame. Someone fucked up. That's a pretty good run. More or less home free at this point. Almost 5 seconds ahead of E2. That super stiff suspension is making it bounce a whole bunch. Took a corner, hit the sign, thinking it'd fall over like any other, stop me dead in my tracks. Yep. It's a really strong sign. Yeah. Yeah, and this game does have an odometer too to track your mileage across each car. So we're off to the final race in campaign mode. Again, campaign mode in this is just super short. Like, cumulatively, I've played this maybe 2 evenings, sporadically. But again, if you play on super high difficulties, and you accomplish a lot of the milestones easy, or quickly, all you need to do to get to the X Games and unlock the, in quotations, final race in the game, is just, like, reach level 24 in XP, and again, it's so easy to do, provided you're playing on a high difficulty. Sure, that looks fine. you've unlocked the new Group B cars, so there's new Rally and RX events. Actually, no, not in this game. You just unlocked the RS200. You're thinking of Dirt 3, I think. Faust is in third somehow. That'll be Travis Pastrana in the lead. I think I'm taking that line wrong, but I'm too stubborn to change it. Maybe we'll get the breaking point right this time. Nope. Way out into the dirt. 2 to go. Downshifting too much. Let's try the proper line. Oh yeah, that was way better. Alright. That wasn't even a big bump, don't bitch at me. Ooh, you got on my inside there. Nope, not dealing with that again. Not taking that corner under the bridge wide enough. Oh wow, you're getting murdered. Nice, finally got that corner right. You can go so fast in this game. Codemasters probably took the F1 game engine, allowed drifting, and made the dirt roads environment over this. Yeah, the Ego engine, that's what they used for the OG F1 games. Alright, Alright, so that's a rallycross
Flying.
thing out of the way.
What an awesome event. It doesn't get any better than that. Let's give a shout out to the stars who made it happen. First of all, let's hear it for the Miracle Boy, Dave Mira.
Well, this is awkward.
Hey, can everyone give it up for
Dave Mira, for those who don't know, committed suicide a few years ago.
And here's the Wonder Boy himself, Travis Pastrana. And folks, is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Ken Block. And finally, here's the champion himself. This guy has proven he's the best of the best. People have been talking about him for years. Unbelievable!
Kind of a cool, like, ending cinematic scene. I mean, it's like simple, but
Way to go, dude. For winning the X Games, the organizers have given you a special edition rally car. Check it out.
sense of speed in this game is unreal. Yeah, I agree.
A classic rally car. So here's one of the finest, the McRae Motorsport Ford Escort Mark II. Awesome, man. You've unlocked a new vehicle.
Oh yeah, there's the MG Metro as well you get.
That was a great win. It just got you the title of X Games America.
Yay, I'm an X Games champion.
Look at all those new events. You're making a name for yourself now. There's a new event available to you. Check it out. This is a very important race to me. The guy was a legend.
Colin
This one's
McRae
for him.
challenge. I mean, I could do it later. What else is there in this? I kind of want to do the land rush shit. Just because it's, like, kind of fun. What is this? Ensenada, Ensenada Sprint, Ensenada. 8 laps, Ensenada. Oh, that sounds kind of fun.
I was thinking that we should be a team for the next
Oh, you want to be my teammate? No. Sorry.
This is going to be pretty
We will go with Tanner Faust. So I've got a bunch of money. I can pretty much run whatever. PRC 1 buggy. Yeah, I agree. Like that's kind of neat, but no. Hold on. What's the highest top speed here? Terrible Hearst car. The Brian Ickler car. The De Jong MXR. Shit. I don't know what I want to drive for this. Oh, yeah, I'll run Brian Eckler. I usually don't like running buggies just because I think they're ugly. But from a variety, I'll go with it. Sure, a rainbow car. Why not? So I think completing this will unlock the Land Rush World Tour. This is a team-based race with team scoring. Usually if you win the race yourself, you win the event, so I'm not really concerned.
This is
Back to Baja.
California. As long as you stay away from the chilies, you should do great here.
Alright. Let's go a bit quicker. Don't need downforce. Super soft, super high. Sure. Alright. Fuck you. It's alright. Makes for an interesting challenge. Let's do this. Holy shit, the air you get from these. wrecked. To 5th. God, this thing handles like ass. You have no idea, it's just everywhere. And someone wrecked. Hello. This race is pretty rough. Goodbye. P2. It's actually hard to tell what gear I need to be in. There's so much wheel spin. Teammates up to 4th. So it could be semi-scripted in that regard. You get big air. We're on the top again. It's almost like it's auto-glitching, but I know it's not. Gonna end up being like a race. Wow. So it's beneficial to rail the top gear too. Yep. And there as well. Wow. It's kind of dirty. I was worried about that. Jump into the wall. Wonderful lap people here. I don't think the track's big enough, but if someone wrecks, it's a possibility. Here. Here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's reset. Oh, it just does it automatically. Okay, can't go too hard in the corners. Lesson learned. All that learning going on. Just like whenever Danica Patrick wrecks. Oh, she's just out there learning, boys. Steering's kind of fucked right now. Coming to the line with 2 to go. You actually have to sort of brake for that one. This location was actually reused for Dirt 4. They used the same like base environment. Running order really hasn't changed in a few laps, so this race has been pretty boring for me. Too low. Alright, white flag. Getting bored of this. AI are just not close. Teammates up to 3rd, so we'll probably win this first try. Probably do the Land Rush Championship and call it a day. So again, when you're blowing out the AI like this, it does get boring after a while. Surprised it actually lets you cut that. P1.
Hey, Spoon, you kept me struggling on that one. Hey, Spoon, that's what I call great driving.
And yes, my nickname is Spoon in this. Yeah, Land Rush has never been inherently bad across any dirt game.
Amazing stuff, man. You just unlocked a cool new set of
Got
liveries.
my DC Shoes liveries. So in theory, that should open up access to the
On that last event.
Land Rush World Tour. I say you cut the course. Oh, stop. One of the 3 qualifiers now available on the Dirt Tour map. So, which one's the qualifier? This? Hold on, which one does it say? Oh, yeah, I'm retarded. My bad, guys. The Baja Monster Energy Land Rush Tour. So I assume that's this. what do we want to be? This is a kind of a neat truck, the Jesse James trophy truck. It hasn't aged well, but I don't know if y'all remember the TV show Monster Garage. The guy that ran that I think he founded West Coast Troppers. Might be a fun truck to drive. And he ran the Baja 1000 for a few seasons. In this like 40 style pickup. But like 10 years later, like if a kid picks this up, he's gonna have no idea who this is. But yeah, this is a 3-race championship at just the Baja tracks, which I don't mind because they're fun. I wonder why Monster Energy never decided to sponsor an off-road series. Well, they have a couple Monster Jam trucks. They have the Monster Energy World Rallycross. They have Monster Energy Supercross. Okay, what did I have last time? Gear ratio was like, no, I'll go that. Low downforce, soft suspension, high ride height, strong diff, rear bias. We'll call this like Land Rush. Oh wow, the cockpit view in this is really nice. And everyone dies. Sucks we just raced here, but 3 laps better than 8 laps. Uh-oh. We're good. Spot are we in 5th? Uh-oh. Gotta do some work here. Oh, wow. No, we're just gonna restart that. I don't want to deal with that shit. Dave Mirra was in the lead in the standings. Well. Can you, like, go? Whoa, it hooked. What the fuck? It doesn't handle like the buggy at all. It's actually kind of tough to drive. That's backwards. Let's see if I can run down the leader, which is Dave Mirra. Awkward. I swear it feels like it's bottoming out when I rail the banking. And then I try and counter steer and then it grips again. I almost die. Really digging this cockpit view. It's like perfect for what I want. Going up on the white flag here. Probably gonna get around Mira. Oh, and he got crossed up. Hello. Hi. Fucking flying in this now. I feel like this isn't that far off what this truck would actually be like to drive. Alright, race 2. Any questions, any stuff you want me to talk about or answer, this is probably the time to do it, just in between sessions here. And I'll try and ramble on during the race. I know the stream is on a bit of a delay. Almost a whole minute, to be honest. So this is the short daytime version, which I also believe was in the demo for this game. Hello. Wow, that's like half the field out now. I believe there were 3 events in the demo. There was like Morocco, there was Land Rush, which is this car, this track, or no. There's Morocco Trailblazer, there was Land Rush here, and there was Croatia Rally, was the demo, what I remember. Oh, there guys up now. So I have a ton of laps here before the game even came out. Bounce. Railing the top is really dirty. A, I don't know how to do it. Up on white flag. Where's he at? Oh, I got mine. Okay. Mexico flag is huge. Wow. That's a good run. Wondering if you can jump too high and hit the bridge with the Mexican flag. Is that the start-finish line jump? I mean, probably. Oh, the flag's off in the background, never mind. Or hold on, is it this one coming up? Oh, this one. Maybe? I'd need like a mod or something. Alright, back to the night course. There's not a lot of tracks in this game, which is kind of disappointing. And there was never any DLC, like in terms of extra cars or extra tracks. It was one of the last racing games I think I've ever bought, where the game came as it came. There was no extra shit to buy. You could get like time saver packs. Remember back in those days where like you could go on the Xbox store and buy like codes to just unlock everything. Hi. And fucking AI. No, this game, back in the day, EA started doing this thing where you can buy like an unlock all cheat code, and Codemasters did it with this game. And I remember I actually got it on the 360. And then I played through the game anyway. But it was nice to just have everything. Because online, you needed to experiment with different cars, because different cars did perform differently and have strengths and weaknesses. Hello. That isn't too bad. As for DLC, there was like nothing that came out for it, which is odd. Like, it was really odd. Probably the only Codemasters game I know of that didn't have like some post-release DLC. Outside of the F1 games, but that's just because it's F1, right? Fucking ruffle. Guy in the chat that wants me to hit the Mexican flag on the bridge. I kind of want to do that. Oh my god. See what kind of crazy shit happens here. Correct. Man, the AI just can't handle jumps here. That was unlucky. Washed up half a car length. Got into him on my line. Slowly catching the leaves. Maybe I'll get there. Or you know what, maybe we'll wreck here in turn 1. Holy shit, that was a big bounce. progress there. These guys have to wreck in this corner. Almost got there. Wow, made a really good time. Oh well.
Hey, Spoon, that was pretty fun.
And I tied for the win. I think Dirt 4 only had one piece of DLC, and that was the Hyundai R5 car. Correct. Yep. Even Grid 1 had DLC. Yeah, and Grid 1's DLC was weird. The Xbox 360 only had one DLC pack, but on the PS3 there were like a couple other ones that came out for Grid 1, and on PC people have taken like the console DLC and ported it into the PC version.
Hey, Spoon, you're like untouchable, man.
F2 isn't a full career mode, which is kind of disappointing.
Finish in
Yeah.
on the target position. Welcome to the Land Rush World Tour. I'm sure you'll do great in this one.
Yeah, it's shitty, but you wonder if they're just gonna save it for F1 2020 and do the full season, kind of like how EA does, where they introduce more and more new features. Or sorry, I worded that wrong. EA does a thing where they'll slowly implement a feature over a period of years. So like this year they'll have 3 races, and then next year it'll be the full calendar. Because that's how they get you to buy it, right? IRC was the Mac version of the game, and people ported it to the Windows version. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was something along the lines of that. I know they took the DLC from one version and then went to another. So, we're going to do the Landers Championship in a Ford. Hold on. Top speed. That might be a bad idea. No, I'm going to do it in a Dodge. I feel like I'll need that speed at some point. Sure, it'll be the Skyjacker truck. So, back to Baja. This will be the last tournament I'll do. Because it's getting late, I need some food. And then Chris will want to come on later and play some PUBG. I was comparing WRC 3 because I tried WRC 3 and Dirt 2 on PS3. Ah, that makes sense. I think I have WRC 3, like, sitting somewhere. One of my games piles. Alright. That's not the worst cockpit view. It's kinda high, but... This truck is so huge. You just dwarf people beside you. Holy shit. Oh, wow. These races are kind of insane. It's a shame though, because like the AI is so good that the races are like competitive, and then they'll all hit a jump and just wreck at the same time. This truck is so fast. I almost cleared myself on you. Sorry, my man. truck is stupidly fast once it hooks up. Mirror's screwed up just a bit. He's actually going to beat me, I think, because this truck really doesn't have the maneuverability to keep up with him. That's good, it's a challenge. Yeah, he's got it. Race 1 goes to Dave Barrett. Once I hit 3rd gear, the truck flies, but it's so shitty in the corner. Have you played Milestone Games' version of Dirt called Gravel? Yes, and I actually really like it. I think Gravel's really good. It's it's honestly Dirt 2, but with like double the content. And there's tons of shit to do in the game. It doesn't... Driving-wise, I think this drives better. But Dirt 2, or Milestone's Gravel is like, let's say a half step below it. But I think the FFB is still pretty good. And again, the selection of content is really good.
This is it. Welcome to the jungle.
So, race 2, Malaysia. Gravel would be an interesting stream, but... I haven't driven this track in years. Okay, out of the way. Oh wow, you can actually get up on this fucking guardrail. Interesting. One thing this game does pretty well is like the weight of the trucks. Like this thing's kind of a handful. Even the West Coast Choppers truck was to an extent as well. I remember having some good online races here back in the day. All the Landers tracks in this game were designed really well. Uh-oh. Yeah, these things don't stop very well either. There we go, figure that corner out. That's really neat that you can create a guardrail. Usually devs will put like an invisible wall there. Full rearward bias because I'm on brake free when I jump on the brakes. Anyways, pretty good run. If you want a game with weirdly functional cockpits, try Battle Gear 2 from 1998 and 99. Every car had a functional, accurate dash and small details specific to individual cars. Is that not, I believe that's PS1, right? Or is that PS2? That sounds like that would be PS1.
Around and man, it's hot.
Morocco is kind of a shitty track for Land Rush, from what I remember. Like, lots of areas you can cut. Good cam. Just gotta remember which Morocco layout this is. We're not dealing with that today. This is the layout I thought it was. That's good. And you can like cut here, and then you can cut really, yeah, like that. I can't believe I actually didn't knock it off the wall there. I have picked a shitty truck for this. Wow, it's getting loose off the jumps. Hopefully now that we're in clean air, or cleanish air, we can use the truck's speed to its advantage. This is the Morocco track. I like. Uh-oh. No damage. That's good. Out of the way. Sucks I threw it away like that, but that's those tiny rocks on the side of the road. Whoa, shit. Now we got real damage. Let's try it again. Jimmy Broadbent tried to gravel too on release day, liked it too. Sadly, there were 80 people online. Yeah, it's, yeah. Like the name was a rip-off of Dirt. That was their issue. Everyone looks at it and is like, oh, it's this weird budget offshoot of Dirt. Like, okay. Like, is there any creativity left? Like, how did you... I want to know, like, the idea or the thought process behind that idea. Because when Dirt and Grid came out, people are like, what's next? Mud, gravel, sand? So, like, a dev team actually did go through with that and really did call one of their games fucking gravel. But no, like, the game itself was really good. And as I'm trying to stammer my way through that, I get sent to the back of the pack. But it's alright, we got 2 laps. Should be fine. The more I play this, the more I feel like there's traction control at the rear end. Because I just can't get the power that I need. Again, fuck you. Try again. Funny enough, Milestone made a game called Mud, and it's the worst game ever. Yeah, Mud's the FIM motocross game, is it not? It was their, like, precursor to MXGP. Same series, I think. Restarting a 3rd time. I'm a bad boy. I did play Mud, I think I torrented it, and I blew it away after like an hour, just because like it was really bad. It was like a super arcade-ish, it was almost like Motor Racer, but with dirt bikes. I'm aware the OG Motor Racer had dirt bikes, but it was kind of like along that same vein, where it was just like press A to whip a bunch to fill your boost meter, I think. It was strange. And it was like deep in the time when all the video games had like this stupid brown bloom filter on it, because when one team does something, developers will just copy it because again they have no creativity left. Oh, the developer A has put a brown bloom filter over something, so everyone else just decides we should do that too. And no one ever stops to think that, hey, maybe this is actually really ugly and people don't like it. This game kind of suffers from that problem. You'll see it in a lot of tracks. It's like a brownish smear over the whole thing. See, now we're running pretty well. But back to gravel, no, like, Milestone did a lot of good things with that game. It's basically Dirt 2, but they've consolidated the classes into just like, I think there's like Raid 1, Raid 2, Rally 1, and Rally 2. So I want to say there's like 20 cars in each class. You can run any car on any track, which is a big pet peeve of mine in games where they, like this game claims to have a ton of content, same thing with Dirt 3, but when you actually try and play in each of the classes, it's like, yeah, there's maybe 6 tracks in each. I want to say there's anywhere from 16 to 20 environments in gravel, and then like multiple tracks in each environment, so there's just a fuck ton of content in that game. And then the driving model really isn't bad. Visually it looks really good. It's a photo mode. Some of the requirements to unlock, like the extra liveries and stuff, are kind of insane, and the career mode is really lame. The career mode is this, where there's like different, like, I guess, racing personalities, but all the racing personalities are fake. So instead of racing against like Dave Mirra and Travis Pastrana, it's just like generic American guy with beard. He's the boss character you gotta beat in the trophy trucks. It's cringy. But the actual game's really good. In Dirt 3 you can't play online unless you put in that stupid code on, at least on PS3. I think that's how it was on the 360 as well. There's a couple of years where EA Sports decided the way to fight used game sales, because they're not greedy enough as is, they need to be even more greedy. Their idea was to implement an online pass. So every single account who bought the game couldn't play online unless you bought the specific code. And if you bought a new copy of the game, the code came free, right?
This place is completely unbelievable.
But if you bought a used copy of the game, it would say, no, you can't type in the code that's in your game. You have to physically buy the online pass for like $5. So I believe Dirt 3 did that. I mean, there's not going to be anyone online anymore, but back in the day, that's what you had to do. Lame, yes. It is what it is. And that's where the R Factor 2 subscription thing came from. And then nobody played R Factor 2 because of it for like years and years and years. And it killed the game. And it's still struggling to recover from that. And then developers have the audacity to go on the forums and be like, why are you acting so entitled as customers? Like, stop fucking gaslighting us. We know when we're being lied to and screwed out of money. Not screwed out of money, but we know, let's put it this way, we know when a business is being super fucking shady, or just making us pay more money than what we normally have to for the same product. It's a pretty good alternate layout of Malaysia to run along the pond here. Again, another track, as I mentioned, with the brown and blue filter on it. It's pretty apparent here. Dirt 4 doesn't have that, but PS4 you have to pay for online. Yeah, that's just nature of the beast. So that's how it's been for a couple of console generations now. Grid Autosport doesn't have it either. Yeah, because there was, again, it was only a few years they did that. EA started doing it, and then other developers copied them, and then the feedback was so immense. And this is when gaming news sites actually cared about like the gamer standpoint and weren't just social justice like think pieces. Gaming sites basically just ripped on EA for doing it, and then just smeared the names of the other developers who like copied it, and then they stopped, which is quite good. Gaming's really gone off the rails the last 10 years, but I think the worst years were really like, I want to say 2011 or 2010 to 2014. This past year's been pretty bad with like Fallout 76. And some of like the AAA stuff. No Man's Sky comes to mind. I don't think that was this past year. It might have been a bit earlier. But there was a few games in like quick succession that came out that were just turds. There was Fallout. There's Anthem. There was something else that was like hyped to hell and back, and it was just garbage. People are still playing GameCube games online with Ethernet adapters. Yeah, that sounds about right. A lot of PS3 games don't rely on specific game servers either. That's good.
I got a whole bunch of liveries for you.
Dave Mira thinks you're a legend. Oh, okay. Last race, we are... I can wreck out this race.
This is paradise. The beaches.
No Man's Sky is good right now. Greatest comeback in gaming. I've heard that. I watched a video on GameRanks about it. Not so much on No Man's Sky in particular, but it was like... I think it was like top 10 biggest company fuck-ups. And one of them was Sean Murray talking about No Man's Sky having multiplayer when it didn't. But then they prefaced everything afterwards by saying, like, actually the game is really good now. I believe it. My problem is, like, with Space Sims, like, it's kind of boring. But I say that as I drive endlessly in circles. Like, there's only so exciting that you can make a space game. And I think the Star Citizen guys are figuring that out. That maybe you really don't want to be a janitor on a spaceship or just this lowly grunt worker. Like, maybe that's actually kind of boring. But no, No Man's Sky, every time I've seen like something on Kotaku in action about like an update or whatever, it's supposedly quite good. Landed on top of somebody. Aw, thanks, my dude. I'm getting kind of tired, so I'm getting a bit sloppy, but... I do try and, like, stream when I'm, like, awake and half decent at games, because one of my biggest pet peeves about, like, racing game streamers, and this doesn't really apply to anyone in particular, but I hate seeing people who are just like bad. And it's the same thing. I've made this comparison back when I ran PRC with like Fortnite and stuff. Like if I want to watch someone play Fortnite or play, let's say, like COD or PUBG, I want to watch someone who's actually half decent at the game so I can learn something. So it's not just entertaining. It's like, oh, I saw person X do this on their stream and they placed really well, or they did really well, or got a bunch of kills. And I feel like I didn't waste a bunch of time watching them on their live stream. I feel like I actually learned something. Like even here, if it's just a line or just like techniques or some shit. Not that a lot of people would be playing this game, but you can kind of piece together what I'm doing at certain tracks. Like it's not just a waste of time watching someone else play. You're learning something. And I feel like the people who like go in to their like racing game or racing sim streams and just like fuck around, or just like aren't very good, it's like, well, this is kind of pointless. Yeah, we're coming to win the championship here. Oh shit. Almost lost it. Tried to clear the fence and I fucked up.
That was an intense race. Good work.
With PUBG, you just watch Shroud. Shroud's the old Counter-Strike player, right?
Amazing stuff, man. You just unlocked a cool new set of liveries.
Whoa, you just unlocked the Toyota Stadium truck.
And there's
That's
the
crazy.
Stadium truck that ran in the Mickey Thompson series.
Oh wow, that's fantastic.
Anyways,
You won the World Tour.
I am gonna head off because, like I said, I want to eat and hang out for a bit, and then Chris will be on to play PUBG later.
Some new events now available, buddy.
But thank you for coming out, etc., etc. I will probably stream something else, either later, like really late tonight, or I don't know, tomorrow. I have tomorrow off by accident, so I could probably do something tomorrow. Hang out, play some games. But until then, see you later.